Hello, welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm Sichamba Jacob. In today's video, we'll try to look at vectors in 2 dimensions. So before we can start, let me give you a brief of what we're going to do. We'll define what a vector is, and we'll talk about all the things that are involved in 2-dimension vectors, and after each explanation I'll be giving an example, and an example will be coming from exam questions, the way ECZ exam questions are set. Paper 1 exam questions, and paper 2. So make sure you watch the video up to the end. And one more thing, please like, comment and subscribe. If at all you find this video useful, please, I beg you to just like and give a comment there. And if you have not yet subscribed, do so and set a notification bell so that you follow all my postings and you get notified whenever I post something new. Alright, so first thing first, let's try to define what a vector is. So what is a vector, or how does the vector look like? Let's check here. Down here is a definition of a vector. It says, is a quantity with both magnitude and direction. So I know some people may be wondering what magnitude is. What does this magnitude mean? Magnitude means length, and I guess you know what direction is. I cannot define what direction is. Direction is north, south, which direction this stuff is going to. So here on quantity, it's just a number. So we'll say this thing here, vector, if you can see from here to here, showing there are 2 points which are being joined, and I can't say this is a vector. First it has to show direction. So is it showing a direction here? No. So let me put a direction. So now this means we have a vector. So this vector can be said it's a vector A, B, and it's being denoted by an arrow on top here. So this is how you see that you get to know that I'm dealing with a vector when you see an arrow on top. Okay. In other ways, vectors may be denoted with a letter, maybe A, small letter A, and a bar down here. So you know that this is a vector. Okay. So now let's say point A is 2, 3. You know, there is a point here, and this is 2, 3, and B is or let me say B is maybe 4, -2. Okay, and we have this, since we have these 2 points A and B, and if they ask you to find the vector AB, so you write vector A B is equal to, this is where now the idea of adding and subtracting vectors comes in. So you say AB is equal to, you put your work in column form, you write it, this is B, minus the one which is this side, which is A. So under B, what do we have? We have 4 over there and -2. So this is in a column form. This also, we put this point in a column form, it will be 2, 3. So I've just put these in column forms. They are in column forms. You can see column. So now you can now start subtracting the corresponding points. So 4 minus 2 is equal to 2. -2 minus 3, it is -5. So this is now our vector A, B. So this is how you get to know that this is vector AB. Okay. So now this number which is on top, okay, whenever you have a vector, the number which is on top, it moves in line with the x-axis. So this is how it does. X-axis, we know that it's like this, okay? So meaning this number, it can either move this way or this way, okay? It's horizontal, okay? And then the number which is down here, it's vertical. It's like this or this. So when you see the number on top, it has got a positive sign. It means you go to your right. That's what it means. To your right. So meaning to my right 2, I'll go 2 to my right. And then this one, the other one, since it's negative 5, and we know that the one which is below is supposed to be vertical. So since it's vertical goes like this, and you check from here which one is the negative sign. It's here, down here. So meaning it's coming somewhere here. That's where negative 5 is. So this one will look like this. So this is where they are meeting. So this is the vector we're talking about. This one over here. Okay. Hopefully it makes sense. But my idea here was just to show you on how to find this vector. If you don't understand on this one, at this point, don't mind. There is a part where I'm going to explain. I'm going to repeat this stuff here. So don't worry. Follow the video. Make sure you watch up to the end. So now look at this vector. It was going like this. What if I switch the arrow like this? Okay, I switch the arrow. How will be my solution look like? And we know, according to what we had here, this A is 2, 3, B is 4, negative 2. So these are points. What you need to know is that this is a starting point and this is the ending point. They are just points, okay? So what you basically do on things like this, you say this is A, B, okay? So now vector AB was like this one over here, okay? We know that we said this is vector AB. It's coming from A to B. So what will happen here, since it's the same thing, you just introduce a negative here, okay? Meaning showing that it's going the opposite direction. So you even now start putting what we were putting there, okay? You see, this is, we know it's A, and this is B, and this is A, okay? So if you remember what I did here is what I'm doing right here. So you even write this is 2, this is 3, this is 4, and this is negative 2, okay? So you can work out your things or your stuff here. Don't forget the negative sign. There is a negative here. So when you work out here, you have negative 2. Oh, sorry, we made a mistake here. Sorry, here there was a mistake. This is supposed to be, remember, B is here, it's 4, negative 2. Okay, and A is 2, 3. This A. Okay, I made a mistake here. So here it's supposed to be 4 minus 2. It's 2. Negative 2 minus 3 is negative 5. So we have, it's almost the same with what we had here. But if you can see nicely, here we have a negative sign. We don't have a negative. So what should we do here? You divide by a negative sign, negative sign. So when you divide by a negative sign, okay, meaning these which are inside will change. The one on top is positive, is positive 2, it will be negative 2. The one which is negative 5 will be positive 5. So this is how this vector will look like. So if you don't want to introduce the sign, the negative, okay, you can start with the letter which starts first, okay? So in this case, we're starting with B to A. So B to A. So B to A, meaning here you're going to put the one which is finishing, which is A. You're going to put the coordinates for A. Do we have the coordinates for A? Here, good. Because it's the one which is finishing here. Minus the coordinates of B. The coordinates of B are 4 minus 4 and negative 2. So this is 2 and 3 here. So when we work out things here, we find that here we have negative 2, and here negative and negative will be positive. When we add them, we have 5. So this is how it will look like. This question came in 2017. So the question reads, the points P and Q have coordinates 2, 4 and negative 3, 1. These are just points, and there is a statement, or there is a word which says respectively. So when you see a word respectively, it means the letter which starts is P. So this P will move with the coordinates 2, 4, and the letter which follows is Q, will move with the coordinates negative 3, 1. And then the question or the statement follows: express vector P Q has a column vector. So remember what we said about vectors. We said when you've been given points like this, you start with the point which is to your right side, this one here. So you put it in a column form. So this is Q, okay? So you write negative 3, 1, that's Q, minus the P, which is here, which is 2, 4. So now you can solve here. Negative 3 minus 2, it will be negative 5. 1 minus 4, it will be negative 3. So this is the answer. We have found the vector P, Q. Alright, thank you. We move to the next work that we need to do. So keep it in your mind that there are more and more examples. So make sure you watch this video and subscribe if you have not done so. So another example, this question came in 2019, where you are given the vector PQ is equal to 3, 2. Given that the point P is 1, 4, find the coordinates of the point Q. So they have given us that they have said that PQ is equal to negative 2, 1. I mean negative 3, 2 here, and they have given us the point P, which is 1, 4. And point Q, we don't know, say X, Y, we don't know. Okay, so what we basically do here is to try and find vector PQ. So if you want to find vector PQ, we'll say point P, okay, point Q. Remember, we start with the letter which is to your right side. So point Q, which is X, Y, minus point P, 1, 4. Okay. So now, since we have set here and we've been given an answer, so we can write the answer here, which is negative 3, 2 down here is equal to X, Y here minus 1, 4 here. So we see what is going on here. So now we can solve, we can form equations. So we'll say negative 3 is equal to X minus 1. This X minus 1. And another one will be 2 is equal to Y minus 4. So now we can solve these equations by grouping the like terms. We start with this one. We have, let me write it here. We have X is equal to negative 3 plus 1. When this one comes, this is how it will look like, such that when we solve, we have negative 2. So our x is equal to negative 2. We go to y. So y here, we have y is equal to 2 plus 4. So when we work out things, you'll find that our y is equal to 6. So meaning the point P is equal to negative 2, 6 here. So this is our point P. Sometimes you may be given a question like this and you're asked to find a vector. What is this vector? Vector AB. So let me write it here. So vector A, B, in this case will be, you check. Remember we said this way it's supposed to be, if you're coming from your left to your right, the number is supposed to be positive, and the vertical, if you're coming from top to down, supposed to also be negative. Down to top is supposed to be positive. So if you see, the vector that we need to find is vector AB. So we check the number which is here, it's A. So this vector is coming from A going to B. So what you do, you maintain this position and then you start moving to your right side. Okay, you check the point which is on top, you start moving towards this same point but moving to your right side. So it will be this is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is 4 here, it's 4. So you write your 4 on top here, okay, under x-axis. So x-axis 4, and then you go from here, you now start following that point. So it will be 0, 1, 2, 3. So you're going upwards. It's still positive. So it's 0, 1, 2, 3. So it's 3 over here. What if we change this same vector? They want us to find vector BA. So what do you do, or what happens in this case? In this case, instead of starting from from A, you start from B. So how do you move? So you move like from this, go this way, and then come down. So it will be from B, you count, this is 0, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. So now which direction are we going? We are going to the left side, meaning the number we get will put a negative on it. So it will be 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, negative 4. Okay, so it's let me write it here. It's negative 4, and then down from here we go down 1, 2, 3, 0, 1, 2, 3. This is also negative 3 because we are going downwards. Okay, so let me try to put something here. So you may be asked to add two vectors. Two vectors. So let's say we have this vector over here. Hopefully to make sense. So this will say it's our C. It's going this way. This is our C. So let's say this is vector A and this is vector B. Remember, if you want, you can denote them like this, they have just done here. And then they say find A, vector A plus vector B. So how do you find vector A plus B? You check, where is it coming from? They said A this side, B is this side. So meaning you join these two. So you see what will happen here. So you join, the answer will be this one. Vector A plus vector B. The answer will be A to C, which is a line you join where they are meeting, and then you even show the point, the sign where it's going. So this is A to C. So I'll show you something which will show that this is the true answer. I even write here that this is the A plus B. So what will show that this is true? We can find A. What is vector A? So vector A, which is this one. So from A to B, so count. This is like we are doing 1, 2, 3, 4. So it was a 4. Okay, and then from here going up, it will be 1, 2, 3. So straight with this. So it's 1 and 3. What about vector B? Vector B, which is B to C. This is vector B. So from here you check. So from B going to the x-axis, how many? It's 1, 2. So it's 1, 2. You see? So you write 1, 2 following the x-axis. Now from here, y-axis, where are we going to meet this point? It's down. So it will be 0, 1, 2. It will be negative 2 because we're going downwards to meet this point over here. So it's negative 2. So we need to prove, in short, if it will give us this. So we'll say A plus B. What is vector A plus B? What we have here, this will be, what is our A? 4, 3 here, plus this one is 2 minus 2 down here. So when you add them, it will be 4 plus 2, which is equal to 6. Okay, 4 plus negative 2, this will be give us negative here, so it will be 3 minus 2, which is equal to 1. So now let's check this vector here, if this is true. Let me write it here, 6, 1 down here. So let me check, and we know that this is the vector BA. This one here is what we've just found here. So let us check here if it's true. So under x-axis, where is it going? It's going to the positive 6 steps. So here to here, it is to the positive. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Good, perfect. It's at 6. And then under y-axis up, it's going one step up because it's positive. So it's 1. So you see, this is true. We've proven this is how it works. So magnitude here is simply length. So under vectors, once you see magnitude, just know that you're talking about length. So if I have a vector, this is A and this is B. Okay, you have a vector here, vector A, B. Okay, which will be equal to whatever coordinates in B minus whatever coordinates in A. So let's say here at A we have coordinates under x-axis x subscript 1 and y subscript 1. This is A. And then for B we have x sub 2, y sub 2. So these coordinates are for A and these coordinates are for point B. So when writing here, we'll say x sub 2, y sub 2. Here we'll say x sub 1, y sub 1. So this is how we find the vector. So when you work out here, you find that you have x sub 2 minus x sub 1. Okay, this is vector B, B. And down here we have y sub 2 minus y sub 1. Okay, so now in case they ask you to find the magnitude of this vector, so you say AB, vector AB is equal to, you write the root. You know the formula of finding distance, length. This is what we do. This is the formula. I know quite a number of people make mistakes here. they put minus here and they put plus in here and here. No, in between you write minus, even here minus, here it's supposed to be plus. And if you started with x sub 2, y here should start, not here. Y sub 2 should start, not you come and put y sub 1 minus y sub 2. No, so you need to master this. This is a formula. Okay, so let's say you've been given the numbers. This is a is 2, 3, and then b is maybe 2, or let me just say 4, -1. I want you to see the way it works. So what you do here is to say, actually we forgot something here. The symbol looks like this, a modulus. So this is what you need to put. These signs show that you need to find the modulus. So in case you've been asked to find the modulus, which is the length, the distance, you get this same formula. Where there is a x sub 1, you put your value after you've indicated. Okay, so you see the way I've indicated here. This is my x sub 1, y sub 1, x sub 2, y sub 2. So now I check. The formula here is telling me to put x sub 2. Where is my x sub 2? Is 4. So 4 minus x sub 1. What is my x sub 1? Is 2. Then power here plus y sub 2 is -1 minus y sub 1, which is 3, and the power here. So now you can work out things here. When we solve here, we have 2 squared plus -4 power 2. So when we solve nicely, here we have 4 plus 16. Okay, so when we solve, we have 20, root of 20. So root of 20 here is the answer, of which you can write it as 4 root of 4 multiplied by root of 5, which is equal to 2 root of 5. So this is the answer. So this is how you find the modulus. So in some other cases, you may find that you have been given a, b. They just, okay, ab is, vector a b is equal to, okay, vector a b is equal to, maybe they say 3, 4 here. So your duty, if they ask you to find vector a b modulus, okay, you just write the root and get the number which is on top, 3 squared, plus the number which is down there, 4 squared. This is 9 plus 16. What is 9 plus 16 is 25. Root of 25. What is the root of 25? Is 5 units. So you need to put that. They are units, because since it's length that you're dealing with, you put units. Even here we're supposed to put units. So this is what you do. So let's try to check an exam question. So this question came in 2017. They are saying given that vector a, so we have been given vector a here is equal to 3, -4 here, and then they say find the modulus of vector a. So once you just see these two bars, just know that it's a modulus. They want the length. So you do the root, you get the number which is on top, 3 squared plus plus minus 4, which is -4 squared. So here when you work out things, you have 9 here, you have 16. Then when you solve nicely, you have root 25, root of 25. So root of 25 is 5 units. This is how you answer this exam question. Let's check another exam question. This one came in 2016. So here you are given vector AB, which is equal to -3, 4, and then they say find AB, vector modulus of vector AB. This and this are just the same. They are just the same questions. So you do what you did there, you get the number which is on top. So you see there is a negative here, that's the only difference. But in terms of length, they're just the same. Here 4. So when you square -3, you find that your answer is positive 9. Remember to put the brackets if there is a negative sign. Here 4 squared is 16. So when you work out things, you find that your answer will be 25. And here you have 5 units. Let's try to check one more example. So this question came in 2009. I've decided to get the oldest so that you see the way questions used to be asked. So they're saying it's question 16. Find the column vector of M, okay, such that 5, 2 here minus M, vector M is equal to -8 and 6 down here. So what you basically do here is just to form the equations. So this would be -5 minus M, vector M is equal to 8. Okay, another one will be 2 minus vector M is equal to 6. So we can solve these equations. So I'll start with the top, the equation which is on top here. So it will be negative M is equal to -8 plus 5. So this will be like this. Here we have -3. You divide by -1. -1 will remain with vector M here, which is equal to 3. Because negative and negative will cancel. So we've known now the top number is 3. So we go to the other equation. So negative vector M is equal to 6 minus, because this is +2 minus 2, which is equal to 4 here. When divided by -1 by -1, we have M is equal to -4. So we have found now the value of M. So M is equal to 3 -4. So this is our answer, the vector M. Okay, the value of the vector M. So now on question 2, they've said find modulus of vector M. Remember root, you get 3 here squared plus -4. So put the brackets because there is a negative sign here, squared, which will be equal to 9 here plus 16. When we work out, you have root over 25, which is equal to 5 units. So this is how it works. And if you can see nicely, questions, they are almost the same. They're asking almost the same question. All right, thank you very much. Let's check another work which we need to do. This is vector geometry. So in this case, you may be asked a question to find vector AC. So when you've been asked to find vector AC, you say AC is equal to, you check where A is, it's here. if you don't want to move this way from A to C, which other way can you move? It's A, B, B, C. Please don't make a mistake of starting from C. You are at A, so you check the number, the letter which is starting. That's the one you start with. You say is equal to A, B. This is vector A, B plus vector B, C. So vector BC is over here. So you can plug in what is vector A, B is A plus B, which is BC. So this is the answer. Again, the same thing you may be asked over here to find vector AC. So when they say find vector AC, so when you see AC is over here, so you check, meaning AC will be equal to AB, vector AB plus vector BC. So AC is equal to AB plus BC. So what is our AB? AB is vector A plus what is our BC? So if you check nicely here, what letter is here? It's B. And where is the sign pointing? The sign is pointing upwards from where the vector is coming from. So this is BC, but the vector which is here is CB. So what do you do to show that this is the opposite direction? You put a negative. Okay, so it will be negative B, of which when you clean it up, you have something like this. So this is our answer. Okay, so here I want to show you on how to use the idea of ratios. So when dealing with vectors, it's very important to understand the ratios. So if you can see what is here, this is a ratio over here. They have said B C to CD is equal to 2 to 3. So BC to CD. So meaning the number which is here is moving with BC. In this case, 2 is moving with BC. So this is 2 and this is 3 in between here. So if we were to write, we can say over here it's 2, over here is 3. Okay, so now then they ask us to find the vector AC. This is where the idea of using ratios comes in. So they have said AC, vector AC is what we need to find, of which when we calculate, it can be AC is equal to A, okay, where you're starting from, A, D plus DC, or we can say AC is equal to AB, vector AB plus BC. Okay, so we can use whichever between these two. If you want, we can use this one. If you want, we can use this other one over here. So now, if we look around, AD, do you have AD? It's here. We have the vector over here. DC, we don't have a vector, we only have a number. Okay, we only have a scalar, we don't have a vector here. What about AB? We have a vector. This one BC, we don't have a vector, we only have a scalar. So we need to find these vectors, either BC or CD. So how can we find them? So we're going to say BC, vector BC over here. We want to find BC. Okay, BC. So to find this vector BC, it will be difficult for us if we follow the way the figure is. So we say we don't know, and C, D, we also don't know. These are the vectors we want to find. So since we have been given a ratio, we can find, the first thing is to find the vector, okay, B, D. That's what we need to find. So we say vector B, D is equal to B, A, vector B, A plus vector vector A, D. So meaning vector B, D is equal to B, A plus A, D is what we've written here. So we can say, what is our BA? So BA is, AB is being represented by vector B. So meaning our BA will be the opposite. Okay, so opposite, to show that it's opposite, in that the arrow is pointing the opposite direction. This vector is coming from A going to B, but here we want the opposite, which is from B to A. So to show that this is opposite, we're going to put a negative B, negative vector B. So this B here, so it will be negative, plus our A, D is A, vector A. So we have found vector B, D. Okay, from B to D. Direction is very important. So since we have found this, so now we'll get our ratios. We know that the ratio for BC is 2, okay, and for CD is 3. Okay, you see these ratios, BC 2, CD is 3. So now since we've gotten those, we're going to divide by 5. Divide by 5. I know you may be wondering that where is the 5 coming from? So this 5 is coming from, or is being found by adding these two numbers. 3 plus 2 is 5. So whenever you see the ratios like this, just add them. You find the denominator. So this is the denominator over here, and write it. So once you write these denominators, you come and get now the full. Let me put a comma here so that you know that this is something else and this is something else. You get now the vector you found here, plug it in here. Okay, so now we have found the vector BC. We now have it. This is vector BC, and this is vector CD. So we can even write them here. We say vector BC, this one is 2 over 5 over A minus B. This one is 3 over 5 of A minus B. Okay, so we have now these vectors, which entails us that we can truly work. Now we can find, or we can answer this question. So now to find vector AC, which we've been asked to find, so we say AC is equal to AB plus BC, or AC is equal to AD plus BC. So these are the two methods. If you want, you can go with this one. If you want to this one, but they all give you the same answer. So what is our AB? AB is B. Okay, not negative B, but it's just vector B, because the direction is to is from A to B, and is what we want, plus BC. What is our BC? Our BC is 2 over 5, okay, A minus B. Okay, so we can clean this. You can clean this up where we have something like this. So here there are like terms. You can find the common denominator, which is 5, and here when we solve, we have something like this: 1 into 5, 5 multiplied by vector b, it's 5 vector b. Here we have 2 vector a minus 2 vector b. So you see, these are like terms, so you can say 5b minus 2b plus 2a, okay, over 5. And when we solve, we have 3b plus 2a. So this is what we have, and we can arrange it properly. We start with a, 2a plus 3b over 5. This is our solution. So now I want to show you that even this other one will give us the same solution, the same answer. So here if we say AD is A plus DC, okay, should be negative, because here, if you remember nicely, here we have CD, but here we want D to use C. So this will be opposite, meaning we'll say negative, okay? We put a negative 3 over 5 a minus vector b there, okay? This is how it will look like. So here it will just be a negative 3 over 5, okay? So this is how it will look like, because positive by negative, it will just be negative. And then here we have something like this. When we distribute, we have something like this. Here it will be positive 3b over 5. This will be positive. So we find the common denominator, which is 5. Here it will be 5a minus 3a plus 3b, okay? So when we clean it up nicely, we have a negative, we have 2a plus 3b over 5. So you see, this and this are just the same. Good. So we now try to answer an exam question, paper 2 kind of exam question. So follow nicely all the steps I'll be explaining, and kindly subscribe if you are new to this channel, and watch this video up to the end. Okay, we have been given a question here which is very important, and this question came in 2019. There is a ratio. If you can see here, they are saying in the diagram below, OA, vector OA is equal to A, vector OB is equal to B, and there is a ratio which looks like this. So what you need to understand here is that this is the same as AC to CB is equal to 1 to 2. So this is what it means. It's just the same. This and this are the same. So now they're saying express in terms of A and or B. A, they want us to express vector A, vector AB. So vector AB, let's look around. So vector A, AB, okay, is equal to, so AB is equal to AO, so vector AO plus OB, so plus OB. So now we can check what is our AO. Our AO is negative A, because this is O A, what we've been given here, but in the question we want the opposite. A O plus OB is just B over here. So we can rewrite this, we just arrange so that we don't start with the negative. So this is the answer. We go to B. Our B, they want us to express AC. So AC is equal to AC is equal to AO plus OC, vector OC. So what is our A? What is our AO? Same, negative A, plus what is our OC? Do you have OC here? OC. We don't have. So what are we going to do in order for us to find OC? This becomes tricky. When we think nicely, this is not how we're supposed to do. We are supposed to take advantage of the ratios. So ratios here, remember we've been taught in the question that AC is being represented by 1 and this one is 2. So the scalar which is here, the number which is here is 2, here there is 1. So since we have found in our question that AB, that's question 1, vector AB is equal to B minus A. So what we do here, we add these constants. So 1 plus 2 is equal to what? Is equal to 3. So this 3 will be our denominator. So we say AC is equal to 1 over 3. This 1 over the total 3 of B minus A of this, what we've just found, this.